It's Jeff Goot.
Wait, there you go.
There he is. How are you, man?
Good. How's it going?
Not too bad. Where are you at today?
I am in LA. I just got back
S-
yesterday.
Some rain expected.
Yeah, well, I just got back from Detroit, so that was snow and hail,
Ooh.
and yeah, it was
And
crazy.
Detroit.
Tornadoes and Punta Cana. I was there for a while, for a week, and that was sunny and nice and warm. But so LA is not too bad.
No, not at all. I love LA. So let's get to business, man. You've got a show coming up here at the Pima County Fair on
Yeah.
April 17. Stone Temple Pilots. You've been in the band now not quite a decade, but let me tell you something. It feels like you've been in the band a lot longer, and I think it's due to the fact that you just fit in so
It
perfectly.
it feels like maybe 3 years to me, but it's like
Does it?
it'll be 9 in November. Yeah, I guess because it's just kind of flown by, 'cause all the traveling and it's been a whirlwind of that where you're just kind of in a new place every day, and you don't really get to see too much of anything, but
That's
you get to see
true.
everywhere. But
But this is
yeah,
something like a lifelong thing you've been working towards, and you're finally in that spot. And
yeah, yeah,
you know,
definitely.
you certainly hope that when you get there, it's everything that you imagined. I don't know if it is, but
Absolutely,
yeah.
and more, because they're really good guys too. Which
Oh, aren't
could be in
they?
a band, could be in a band with a bunch of dickheads, and that would just be terrible. And it would make it seem way longer, I guess, than
Well, it
shorter.
certainly helps. I think on both ends, on your end as well, right? So, you
Oh,
know,
I'm a complete prick though, so.
right. So I have seen your lineup now more times than I saw the original, which was I saw in 94 and 2000, and then I've seen your lineup three times now. The
Wow.
last being at the YouTube Theater in LA. You were on tour about a year and a half ago, I think, with Live,
Yes.
and did
Yeah.
the whole Purple album, which is my
Yes.
favorite album, and man, did that sound great.
Thank
Um,
you. Yeah, and
yeah.
those tracks aren't actually set up to be sung in that order either, so that was a challenge in itself. But yeah, it was
Well,
fun. It was
it's
great.
weird when you hear them out of order, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it was really cool to do it like as the record because that's how I listened to it, and I'm sure that's how
Yeah,
you did too. Like just start to finish and go look through the lyrics as it's going by, so you can be in every song. And those days are have passed, but that's what was great about it. So that's what was great about doing that again, and doing it like the record, even though it was challenging vocally.
was that the first time doing a full album, stuff like
Well,
that,
we
or
did
had you
that
done?
during COVID. We did like live. We did kind of the same thing, and we put it out. I can't remember what that was on. It was on some video outlet thing. We did Core, and then we did Purple.
That's
They're
so
online.
cool.
I don't know what they're on. I can't remember the company.
Like you said, it's all a blur, man. It's
Yeah,
all a blur.
it's all a blur. Yeah.
So so yeah, so let's talk about the Pima County Fair. You're coming here. It's April 17. Is this I think it's just some dates before you go out with Godsmack, right? Because you're going out.
Yeah. This like we haven't really done much together this year because I've been working with other bands, with other producers and stuff, like just working on their stuff. And then those guys have had records put out and done all that stuff too. So yeah, we just been kind of doing our own things and getting our creative bugs flowing in other directions, and then we come back and we start rehearsing again coming up here in the next couple of days, and then we're back on the road and doing it.
Is it it's like turning on a faucet, right? When you get together after a little bit and you just go boom, here we are again.
Like riding a bike, you
Isn't
know?
it?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel the need to sort of change stuff up? I know you've done other versions of some of the songs, but do you ever feel like, I really
You
want
know
to take
what?
this one and change it?
I've that depends on. It usually happens towards the end of a tour for myself. I mean, they have different interludes that they come up with and different things like that. But I really enjoy playing singing the songs as well as I can and making them as like this is what I remember them being, because I feel like
Yeah.
everyone remembers them being that way too. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll change it. Sometimes I just need to breathe more. Catch my
That's always
breath,
a
leave a
good
word
one.
out.
That's pretty cool. I've been a fan of the band for such a long time, and I know there was, a little rocky period in the middle here, about a little over a decade or so, but seems that once you hit, you were in the band, everything sort of smoothed out, everything sort of it just leveled out. Did it feel that way entering the band? Did it feel like, oh man, there's a little turmoil, a little rocky, and then you felt a smoothness? Did it?
Well, yeah, but that was kind of always the point. I mean, I was a fan of them too, so I remember everything that they went through. I didn't follow it like religiously, like a super fan or anything, but once I decided to throw my hat in the ring, it was because I kind of felt like, wow, these guys kind of need me in this position because I have everything in my tool belt that I to do the job, and yet I can bring something to the table as well. And I always I always pride myself on being on time, whether it's for phone calls, shows, whatever it is. I'm always I always just hold myself accountable and just try to give them every opportunity that because there was a long time they couldn't tour and they couldn't do things,
Yeah.
so for one reason or another. But yeah, I just try to always make sure I'm on point and that I'm ready to go. And yeah,
Yeah, I mean, what a great job too. I mean, like we said, almost 10 years, so something's going right for everybody involved in this
yeah,
situation.
we're all
It's
pushing in the same direction.
it's been about what 5, 6 years since you guys put out that last album.
Yeah, it was right before COVID and right before the
Right.
shutdown. We were rehearsing for the tour and we had like there's extra musicians because it was going to be a completely different type of show.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, there was going to be all kinds of things going on and then everything got shut down. So we haven't revisited that just because when we got back, we just wanted to play because we never knew if we'd be able to
Right.
again at some certain point there, like is this ever going to come back? And then being
Yeah.
able to being able to come back and do shows and just we've just been in that mode ever since. Just happy to be doing it.
But well, yeah, aren't we all?
Yeah.
Um, the thing is though, you never really, like you said, never really got to tour properly for it, but have you thought
Yeah.
of doing not only maybe touring some of that, but doing another album?
Oh
Um,
yeah, those things come up, but it'll be one of those situations where it's like, all right, we're doing this, and then it'll come together, and it's it'll happen in its own time, and
yeah,
yeah,
organically. Or
yeah, it has to be organically, or it won't happen.
yeah, that's always a tough thing. Do you write music for the band, or do you just come into whatever they've written and
Um,
kind of
I
put
write
your
a
stamp on it?
I write a lot. I write a lot on my own, and I write a lot of lyrics and just ideas, and I jot down a lot of phrases and just things like that. And then when I come in and I hear something that they've come up with, and we've written songs all together in the room at the same time from scratch before too.
Hmm.
And but I don't really bring in like because I mean you have the DeLeo brothers coming in
Yeah.
with their things like that. So I tend to save the things I come up with for my stuff that I do on the side.
Yeah, what would you say your style is, of writing? Is it a lot different from STP?
Well, it's a lot simpler because they're very complex writers.
Well,
But
yes.
yeah, it's different just because it's simpler. I don't know all the crazy chords they know and all that kind
Yeah,
of yeah. I don't know how to jazz fusion my rock riff. So
right.
I kind of just keep it simple.
Hey, but some
It's
of the
my
greatest songs have been written with just one simple riff. You
yeah,
know, you
exactly.
never you never know when it's gonna hit.
Keep it
What
simple. That's my rule.
what keeps you busy when you're not doing music? I mean, you got a lot on your plate musically, but
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of escaping these days, but movies and shows. I because you don't get to do that when you're on the road as much. You don't get to keep up with what everyone's watching, what everything that's going on. So I tend to when I have time off, which I've had quite a bit of time off here, but I tend to just catch up on things like that. Like I didn't watch Game of Thrones until years later. Breaking Bad, same thing. I finally watched them. I was like, oh my god.
this is
That's
what
so
they've been
good.
talking about. I still haven't watched either, by the way. So
Really, they're so good.
that's what I hear, but
I was totally against it. I'm like, I don't want watching that. Everyone else is. And then
yeah.
finally watch it years later and just
And you see it.
do it in like a 4 day stint.
Like, why didn't you guys tell me? You know?
Shut the blinds.
Right. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's the Pima County Fair is it's in Tucson. The last show that you did in Tucson was at our KFMA Day in 2018. I met you there. I thought I had done an interview with you before, but it turns out I didn't. I went
Hmm.
through my backlogs, but I did meet you in 2018 there at our KFMA Day,
It was
and
inevitable.
and it was. It always comes to it. But yes, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. Like I said, I've seen you a number of times and I really, really enjoy your performances. You really project the attitude of the band out the perfect way, perfect guy to do
Thank
it.
you. Thank you so
And
much.
that's not always the case. And an example is, I went to see one of my favorite vocalists, Paul Rogers, fronting
Hmm.
Queen, and
Oh
it was
wow.
like, that didn't quite work. And I love both bands and or artists, and you are just like boom. It was like the peanut butter and the jelly. Boom. You guys work
Yeah, I
so
think
well
then
together.
growing up on it, and I started playing guitar really young, and then when the nine, at least kind of 92 ish, I put down the guitar and only concentrated on singing because there was so much inspiration from all those front men at that time. And
Yeah.
as opposed to the 80s weren't kind of, I loved the guitars and I love the songs of the 80s, but the front men weren't really, didn't make me want to be a front man until the 90s hit, and then I was like, that's cool. And then and that's kind of what kicked off that journey for me.
There
So,
were some cool ones. Who was the first one that you saw that was
oh, it's probably Chris Cornell, and then
oh my God.
I would
Idol.
say it was Lane, for sure, Lane.
Yeah.
And then I mean,
Yeah, all of those guys. My
Pantera was right around then, all
yeah.
that stuff, and Screaming Trees and Jeff Buckley. And
Yeah, it's funny when it hits, it just hits. It just connects and you're like it's an epiphany. You're just like, ah. You
yeah, it was inspirational to me to like make me want to dive deeper and into the writing side of it as well, because it was so different. It was so different than what had been happening previous to that, which was such a great change because it felt more organic than.
and now you get to be one of those guys, I'm
Crazy.
sure you've had people come up and go, you inspired me.
Yeah, it's
We
happened. Yeah.
connected, and yeah, absolutely, and that's really cool. And especially with a band like this, it's
And
it
to be able to
doesn't.
continue their journey, and make it part of mine
Yeah,
as well. I think it's a win-win for everyone. I feel
yeah,
like,
it's so
including the
cool.
fans and the people who love the music just like me.
That's really who wins is the fans. I mean, you get to see it continue on.
Yeah, and there's a
Um,
good chance if I didn't get this gig, I would have been one of the guys standing in the back with my arms crossed going, it doesn't really work.
yeah. So
But
awesome.
or only if it didn't, I would be doing that.
So cool, man. So cool to talk to you.
You too,
But
man.
I'm gonna see you on Friday, April 17, at the Pima
Awesome.
County
Yeah.
Fair. All the they sell these VIP seats in front of the stage. Those all sold out immediately. So you can
Nice.
have a big crowd in front of you, and then a lot of people out there that probably haven't seen you. That's the great thing about the fair, is that you get some people who like, I want to check them out, but here now you can see them because you're
That'll
right
be
there.
fun. We love winning people over.
It's so cool. You do a great job of it. So, and then
Thank you.
I will see you on the Godsmack tour. You're out with Godsmack and Dorothy's on that bill as well.
Yeah, she's amazing
She
too. They're
yeah,
both great.
fantastic. What a show that's going to be. So looking forward to that, and that's later in the summer. And
Yep.
yeah, so good luck on that tour. Definitely going to see you at the fair. Thank you so much. Just a couple minutes is all we needed, Jeff. And
Appreciate it, man. Come say hi.
absolutely. So have a good one. Enjoy your little break and keep on rocking, man.
Right on, brother. Have a good
All
one.
right. See you, man.
Later.